Well, that's your saving grace. You didn't know they were going to go around there and murder the boy.
They killed him?
Yeah, they killed him. That's why this is homicide investigation.
Very serious.
Where were you at TA? Whose apartment were you at?
I just be out there.
How long do you think you were there?
For like 5, 6.
So you were there, 5 hours, something like that? Okay. Do you remember what part you were in?
I just be everywhere.
She was kind of walking around. Just kind of socializing. You know a bunch of people out there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you have any problems with anybody out there?
Well, sometimes I have problems with them.
With who?
Them, him, and the people that he be with.
Like who?
But I don't know, cause they like game breakers and stuff like that.
You ready? Let him know.
In Florida, a teenager, even if already 18, cannot purchase a handgun. So if a teenager wants to purchase a handgun for whatever reason, then he or she will look on places like the black market or the street. On June 27, 2018, in Pensacola, Florida, not long after the night's darkness set in, 3 young men drove to a pre-agreed-upon location to meet up with someone they knew only as duty. For that purpose, one of them wanted to buy a handgun, and the other 2 came along to help, for security. But what happened next was not a simple sale. Instead, the 3 young men were ambushed shortly after arriving to the location. 2 other teens approached the car, and at least one of them was armed, and started an attempted armed robbery. As the driver, 18-year-old Abel Kane, pressed the accelerator pedal to try to flee, 3 shots rang out. One of the robbers shot at the vehicle, and 1 bullet tore through Abel's lung, trachea, and major artery. With the driver gravely injured, the car soon came to a stop while the robbers fled the scene. Abel Kane was taken to a hospital, but sadly he died from his injuries. With the help of the surviving victims and their description of duty, police quickly zeroed in on Kelijah Watson as the so-called duty. They found him later that night and took him to the interrogation room. Let's join the detectives as they try to figure out the truth of what happened from Kelijah Watson.
Yeah, no, sorry. Put them on top. Just have a seat. Thanks. I'm going to put this one on you, okay? You right or left-handed? You right with this hand?
Yes.
No. We'll lock it so that doesn't get down. Do you want some water or anything? Yeah. All right, I'll be right back.
Hey there. How are you doing?
Yeah.
An investigator or not, this is Sergeant Coxwell.
So,
Before we get started, there's a couple things that we got to get out of the way, okay? How old are you? 17. You ever been arrested before? Okay. You ever been in any kind of trouble before? All right. I'm sure you've probably watched TV and seen this before, so I'm just going to read it to you. If you have any questions while I'm reading it to you, stop me and we'll go back over it, okay? It says that you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used as evidence against you in court. You have the right to have a lawyer present while being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer will be appointed for you without cost before questioning. If you wish to answer questions now without a lawyer present, you'll still have the right to stop answering questions at any time. You understand that? Okay. A little? Do you need clarification on something? You need me to reread it? Or do you want to sit here and read it again? Do you have a chance to look over it?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand everything? Are you able to read on your own?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And this right here says that I've read the statement of my rights shown above and I understand what my rights are. No promises or threats have been made to me and no pressure of any kind has been used against me. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. If that is the case and you don't have any questions, you can sign right there. Yeah, I know it's kind of hard. Okay, Mr. Watson, spell your first name for me.
Kelijah.
And your middle name is what?
Kemon.
How do you spell it?
Kemone.
And what's your birthday?
May 28th, 2001.
So you're what, 17?
Yes.
Where do you stay?
Dansley.
What's your address?
Griffin Avenue, I think.
What's the number?
I just know it's in the front of Lincoln Park by Hardee's.
Whose house is that?
My granny,
What's her name?
Julia Rich,
Julia Rich. What school do you go to?
Scamby,
What grade are you in?
10th.
Are you going to go into 11th grade or are you going into 10th?
1 to 10.
Okay. What's your phone number?
I don't know by heart.
You don't know it by heart. Do you have a phone? What kind of phone do you have?
An iPhone
An iPhone what?
6.
An iPhone 6? What color is it?
Great.
A gray one? Okay.
Is there a screensaver on? Picture on the front. Look up.
What is it?
Picture of
Me, my
You.
baby.
Does it have a case or anything like that? Okay. Does this look like it? Okay. You recognize all of that? Is that yours?
That's my brother at the top.
Oh, right there.
No, Colin.
Oh, I don't even know. Does it have a passcode on it? What's the passcode?
3555.
3555. Okay. 3555. Looks like 6 digits.
The rest of them 5. It's 35555.
Oh, okay. So 3 and then 555. Okay. How long have you had this phone?
Not that long.
About how long?
Couple months.
When do you think you got it?
Like around the school time.
Around.
Around income tax season.
Did you buy it yourself or did somebody else buy it for you?
My granny.
Is it on her plan?
I don't think so.
Ooh,
I got it
you.
from Walmart.
Oh, okay. So it's just like one of those little track phones or something. Okay. Does anybody else use your phone? Who uses your phone?
People I be with.
Like-
TA.
Like who?
Anybody.
Anybody? You just
However, I usually use my phone. I don't use it.
oh, okay. So, but what I'm saying is, I mean, most people like I don't ever give my phone out to anybody and just let them take off with it. You know what I mean? Is it fair to say that you have your phone
Not all the time.
not all the time?
I let people log in on stuff like messages.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You said you've got a brother. What's his name?
Tyrese.
Tyrese. Does he have the same last name as you?
Oh, man.
Where does he stay?
With my grandma.
How old is he?
20.
20. When's the last time you saw him?
Yesterday.
Hmm?
Yesterday.
Yesterday? Okay. Let's talk about yesterday. Just kind of tell me what you did yesterday.
I was in Mayfair.
You were in Mayfair? Who are you with?
This boy named Tali.
Now
My
who's...
baby mama.
Huh?
I was with my baby mama and her cousin.
You were with your baby mama and your cousin?
Yes, her cousin.
Her cousin? Okay. Now, what time do you think you woke up yesterday?
Well, I really woke up around 11.
You think you woke up around 11? Now, when you woke up, where were you at?
My baby mama house.
Is that over where we got you from today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, do you stay over there pretty often? Because y'all have a child together.
Yeah, I'll watch it while she go to work.
Where does she work at?
McDonald's.
Which one?
Washington. No, not Washington.
Okay. Did she work yesterday?
Hmm.
Do you have a job?
Not Nick.
Not yet. Do you do any kind of work at all? No. So yesterday, you say that you were over there and you guys woke up about what time?
11.
All right. And when you woke up, who all was there?
Me, her mama was at work. I think I slept at it there too. Yeah, he was there in the front room.
Okay.
With her brother.
And her brother? Who's her brother?
Devion.
Devion? What's his last name?
Young, I think.
Devion. How old's he?
He's probably around my age.
Did you know him before her?
Yes, yeah, it is, man.
So is that how you met her? Through him?
Well, we're in the pool.
Huh?
We're in the pool. I met her at the pool.
Oh, okay. Like one of those Roger Scott or something?
Melissa.
All right. So you wake up and it's you, her stepdaddy,
And the baby.
the baby, and then him. Okay. Did you go anywhere?
Mayfair.
What time do you think you went to Mayfair?
Or around that time. Or like 12.
Okay.
Well, afternoon.
And then when you went to Mayfair, it was you and who?
Her and her cousin Diamond.
Diamond? Does her cousin live there with her? Where does she stay?
Mayfair.
Did Diamond come over to her house first and then y'all rode out, or did you meet up with Diamond later?
We just met up.
Where'd y'all meet up at?
Mayfair.
Where at in Mayfair?
Halfway to our house.
How'd y'all get there?
Walk.
Do y'all always walk everywhere you go? Okay. You don't have a car or a bike or anything like that?
I use somebody's bike.
What happened to your bike?
Still got it.
Was the baby with you guys yesterday? When y'all went
To Mayfair.
to Mayfair, the baby was with you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And so, Diamond. How old is Diamond?
Like 20 something, I think. Well, I don't really know it like that because that's my cousin. That's my big mama cousin.
Mm-hmm. And how old is she?
My big mama,
Mm-hmm.
20.
And you're 17? Okay. All right. So,
Well, I
whenever.
think she 19. Well, I don't know.
Am I in the right fucking interview here? Because, I mean, this is totally different than what your girlfriend's saying. I mean, 100% 180 out. You and her are on two totally different pages.
I mean, I was just going to sit here and let you lie over and over and over again.
Was she lying?
About what?
She said y'all didn't get up till 7 o'clock yesterday evening. Her mama watched the baby. She went over somewhere else, and you went to Mayfair by yourself.
Work up at 7. I don't wake up around that time. I wake up around 11.
I'm just morning.
I woke up around that every day.
I mean, look, when people talk, sometimes you're going to have a little bit of a difference, but 7 and 11, that's a big difference, you know? So somebody's not telling the truth.
I'm telling the truth.
Mm-hmm. So when you went to Mayfair, we'll just keep going with this. Unless you'd rather change your story and start telling us the truth.
About what?
Just simple shit. What you did yesterday.
I just told you.
So is she a liar?
I know.
Well, somebody's lying.
I don't wake up around 7. I wake up around 11. I can't sleep that long. They said I woke up at 7 in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with you on that. There ain't no way I sleep till 7 o'clock at night.
It's like sleeping through the half of the whole day. I can't do it.
Especially with a 1-year-old.
Yeah. That's both me and her saying. So obviously she's trying to cover for you, and she ain't doing a very good job of it. I'd like to think you're the one in here being honest.
I am. I ain't got nothing to lie about.
Okay. So you go over to Mayfair yesterday. What time do you think you made it out there?
Around like 12.
Okay. And whose house did you go to?
Hers.
Who?
We ain't really go to nobody's house. We met.
Okay. You mean Diamond?
Yeah.
Or somebody else?
We met her.
All right. And what'd y'all do?
Nothing, was just chilling. It was me, her, my big mama, the baby, and her other friend that stayed right about. And we all went to Mayfair and met Diamond.
Okay. Who's
And
the
chilling
other?
in Mayfair.
Who's the other friend?
Her name Cam.
Kim?
Cam.
Cam? Did you go to anybody's house?
No, man.
How long you think you were in Mayfair?
Not been that long.
If you had to guess, were you there an hour, 3 hours, 10 minutes? I don't know.
Really not that long.
Well,
Probably like a couple minutes.
all right. And then where'd you go?
Back to her house.
And how'd you get there?
Walk.
Who went with you?
Just me.
Just you? What did she do?
She stayed with me.
Okay. Who had the baby after that?
Her mama. She had went took her back to her mama. Well, my baby mama took her to her mama.
Was her mama somewhere else?
She was getting off work.
Where does she work at?
I think at the hospital.
Which
In the
one?
cafeteria. Circle Heart.
All right. So you went home. What time do you think you made it home?
Well, I don't stay there, so probably like 5 or 6.
Okay. So what'd you do in between that?
I went to Warrington.
To Warrington? How'd you get to Warrington?
Walk
What route did you take?
like down by Jackson Street.
Okay.
Where y'all got me from? That long road. Go down.
You remember what you were wearing yesterday?
This.
All day?
Well, I had socks and my Jordans.
You color your Jordans?
8 weeks. All brown.
Brown?
Now, what'd you go down to Warrington for?
Just to go. Well, I really tried to play basketball, but wasn't nobody at the park. Like, that park by Warrington Middle School.
Mm.
I don't know the name, but
Do you know anybody down there?
yeah, people I used to go to the Warrington with, they go down there and play basketball sometimes. But we did have to play basketball.
How long does it take you to walk that far?
Like, gutlet minute. Cause it's like, it's a long walk.
Mm-hmm.
But if I was on a bike, it'd be fast.
So how long do you think it took you to get there yesterday?
Probably like 20, 30 minutes.
Did you stop anywhere? You just went straight down there? How long do you think you were down there?
All day. Or the rest of the day.
Okay, what time did you make your way back?
Around like 6 or 7.
And then where'd you go?
Back to my mama's house.
Your baby mama's house. Okay. What time do you think that you made it back over there?
Around like 8.
Did you meet up with anybody along the way?
Her and her cousin.
Okay. Anybody else? Did you stop anywhere along the way? Okay. Did you make any phone calls or anything along the way?
I would call her to her house on the way.
You call who?
My baby mama.
Okay. And then I guess would it be fair to say that you called her from this phone? Okay. Do you know her number
No.
off the top of your head?
No.
In your phone, what's she listed as?
That's a regular number.
Do you have her saved in there's any name or anything? Baby mama, any kind of picture or anything like that? All right. How many times do you think you talked to her?
Last time I talked to her was before I went to Warrington. Then I called her and I would come back from Warrington.
Okay. Do you think that would be in your phone still? That phone call?
It should be.
Okay. Do you remember getting any other texts or anything like that?
Well, probably from other people when they use my phone.
Hmm. Who do you think used your phone?
This boy named Caesar. And this boy named Vince.
Caesar and Vince?
That's him.
Now, where'd you meet up with them at?
Down there in Warrington.
In Warrington? How do you know them?
From school. They're just around the way.
Are they the same age as you?
Well, no. Vince is like 16. The other boy around like 18. One of them. I just know him from the boy Vince. I don't know about that.
What's Vince's last name?
Winchester.
Now, how long you been knowing him?
For like, really not that long. I used to go to school with him at Warrington.
Warrington Middle School?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you stayed in touch with him since then?
No, he just got out.
What was he in for?
I don't even really know.
Is he off in a program or something, or he gets sent off to jail?
Right. He's in the thing county.
It's Bents, Winchester.
What does he look like?
He's short and black.
They muscled up.
A little bit. Well, he bigger than me.
What kind of hair does he have?
Like a fro.
Is it a big fro?
Like
Short
a
fro?
medium.
Medium? Where does he stay?
On the east side, I think. Well, I don't know where he's been staying at since he been out.
But you knew him to stay on the east side?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And now Caesar. How do you know him?
From Vince.
How long have you known him?
Really not that long because he's been locked up for a long time too. He just got out like a month ago. He's in a program. Well, he was in the county first. I guess they sent him a program. Well, I don't really know. Like
How old do you think he is?
around 17, 18. Well, one of those. Well, I think he's older than me.
Okay. And do you know where he stays?
He said something unwarranted.
What's his last name?
I know. His real name Demetrius.
Demetrius?
But I don't know his last name.
You don't know his last name.
Because people really call him Caesar.
What does he look like?
He light skinned. He got kind of like hair like mine.
Mhm.
But it's longer.
Is he tall? Skinny?
He taller than me, but he ain't that skinny. Well, he ain't skinny. He like buff a little bit.
Okay, so he's maybe more built.
Yeah.
How tall do you think he is?
Or like 5 something.
5.
Like 5, 6. Well, one of those. But I know what you're talking about. I'm around like 5, 6.
How tall are you?
About like 5, 7 or 6.
Do you recognize this person?
I saw him in Tiedo.
You've seen him at TA? When did you see him at TA?
Like, I haven't seen him in the gut love minute. I know him though. His name. Well, that's not the person I'm talking about. Caesar. He likes like my color.
So this is somebody else named Caesar?
Yeah, that's somebody else.
And you know him from TA?
Yeah, no,
You spend a lot of time out at TA?
not really.
When's the last time you think you were out there?
Like, the day before yesterday.
The day before yesterday? Okay. What time do you think that was?
Like 1 and 2 in the afternoon.
Okay. Where were you at TA? Whose apartment were you at?
I just be out there
How long do you think you were there?
for around like 5, 6.
So you're there, maybe 5 hours, something like that? Okay. Do you remember what part you were in?
I just be everywhere.
She was kind of walking around. Just kind of socializing. You know a bunch of people out there?
Okay.
Okay. you have any problems with anybody out there?
Well, sometimes I have problems with them,
With who?
him, and the people that he be with.
Like who?
But I don't know, cause they're like game breakers and stuff like that.
So you said that yesterday you saw Caesar and Vince somewhere. Where was it that you saw them?
Warrington.
Okay. Now, if you need to get a hold of them, how do you get a hold of them?
Facebook.
From Facebook?
Well, if they on Facebook.
What are they on Facebook as?
PJ. The other boy name is Long Live Trey.
Which one's which?
Well, Vince, his name is VJ, and the other boy's name is Long Live Trey.
VJ, how does he, is it spelled some funny way, like VE or something?
Yeah.
How do you think he spells it?
VJA. I think. Yeah, Wawa.
VJ, anything else to it?
No, man.
And then the other one is what?
Long Live Trey on Facebook.
When's the last time you think you talked to them on Facebook?
Like when I got back from Warrington.
Yesterday or another day?
Yesterday.
Okay. What'd you talk to them about?
And the other day asked me that I make a homicide.
Mm-hmm. Now, whenever you sent them a message, did you use your phone?
No, man.
How'd you talk to them?
Facebook. On my baby mama's phone.
On her phone?
What's your girlfriend's Facebook page?
Jovina Betty's.
So we talked to her. She said she didn't have Facebook.
You can look it up.
What do you go by on Facebook?
Kelijah Watson.
What does everybody call you?
Okay.
Okay.
What else?
Just that. Or Dooney.
Dooney? Okay. So you go down to Warrington. And then you make your way back. When you come back from Warrington, where'd you go?
To her house.
For her house. Okay. When did she come home?
She came home before. She was still with her cousin.
And who's this?
I know him.
How do you know it?
On Facebook.
From Facebook?
When I went to school with him too.
Where'd you go to school with him?
Global.
When was that?
I said elementary school. Like, well, like 4th or 3rd grade, secondary.
Have you seen him since then? And what's his name?
I know his last name Chambers. People be telling me his name, but I don't know it.
Who's telling you?
People that I be with in TA.
Why would they be telling you anything about him?
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever talk to him on Facebook? Are y'all friends on Facebook?
I think so.
When's the last time you talked to him on Facebook?
Like a day ago.
A day ago? What'd y'all talk about?
No, he was just texting me.
For what?
Cause I be with people that be playing with guns and stuff.
Okay. So why would he text you?
Cause I be like getting on, like, you know how the thing is on Facebook? It's like your story thing.
Mm-hmm.
I get on there and I play with people guns and stuff. And he asked me if I'm selling them or something. You know, I'll be like, they're not mine.
So when do you think that was? Was it yesterday or the day before?
Yesterday.
What time was that?
I don't even know.
Do you still have it?
Have what?
The messages.
Uh-uh.
What happened to the messages?
Somebody deleted it on my phone. Well, fence now.
Somebody just went into your phone and decided to delete your Facebook messages?
Uh-uh. Well, this will really happen. He texted me and asked me was I selling a gun or something. And I was like, no, I don't got none. But the boys I was with, they wanted, they text him back and was sending them pictures of theirs and junk.
So you were with them with your phone?
Mister. Well, they were really using it. I was just watching them text.
Okay, so you're with them while this texting's going on.
But I left with my phone. Cause they ain't got no phone. They use my phone. Well, people be using my phone. Yeah.
So when all this is going on, where y'all are texting, where were you really?
I left when I went to TA.
And what time do you think that was?
Like right after I told my baby mama I was coming. Probably 7 or 8. One of those.
Was it dark out?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So it's a little bit later.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You're doing good. Keep going.
Here's the thing. I mean, you've never been in trouble before. You've never even been arrested before. And now you're in here, and you know why you're here. I mean, this is not the time to try to cover for somebody else for their bullshit. Not when you're sitting here handcuffed to a table and they're not. You have a baby mama. You have a 1-year-old baby. And you've got to think about them, and you've got to think about yourself, because you've got your whole life ahead of you. And you've obviously done something right to avoid getting arrested for this long. So you're not like that. You're not supposed to be chained to this table. But here you are. And now it's time for you to start getting right and telling us the whole story and stop making us try to drag it out of you.
Because you're not doing a very good job. You're lying.
Your story is all over the place. And let me tell you something. We didn't just find you today out of the blue, okay? You know that. We didn't just drive down Border Street and say, let's go fuck with him. It didn't happen like that. Something led us there. Okay? So you know we're not full of shit here. You know why we're here.
I was just scared, man.
I know. I'd be scared too. But the only person that can help your situation right now is you. Okay? And the way that you can help yourself out of this is by forgetting all that shit and start telling the truth. Because there's a good chance that we already know. Okay? You know we know. Because we found you today. So it's time to start talking about how Craig came over there.
Alright. This is what happened. He was testing me about a gun that I really didn't have. I was supposed to meet up with him, but I didn't. The boy name I gave you, they went, and I went home, and they met up with him, I think. I guess they supposed to trade and do something. But I don't know, I wasn't there.
I mean, I appreciate you finally coming clean with that part, okay? I did. But I think you're still holding back. In fact, I know you're still holding back. You got to remember something. There's video at TA. There's video at the warehouse right next door. There's video at the store right out front of TA. There's video across the street. And there are people walking and driving all over the place. There's people everywhere.
Me? Well, it was really them for me. So I was saying that I was gonna trade him, but I ain't really have one. It was like a BB gun, what I saw. And then I told them about it, and they was like, well, alright. So, let's go out there. But I ain't go. I stayed back there while they went out there. And
Where'd you stay at? Inside.
Yeah.
Where
Towards the back.
you go through the gate, take a right, you go all the way down.
No, yeah. But it's not all the way in again, all the way in the back. It's like you the washroom, then that building right there, then the building behind.
Okay, so you made that right. That's the washroom, then that building. Are you saying the apartment's on your right or it's on the left?
It's on this side.
So you pass the.
You know the big field where the park at?
Mm-hmm.
That building right there? But
Mhm.
not that one. It's the one behind it.
Okay.
Well, yeah, behind it.
The end building.
It's like the apartment is like in the middle,
Okay, upstairs, downstairs.
downstairs.
You know, he stayed inside.
The boy named Tavion
Tavion. You know his last name?
Morris.
Tavion Morris.
Morrison, I think. It's one of those.
Are those boys related to him?
We all just know each other from school. And them two boys' name I gave you,
Mm-hmm.
VJ and Demetrius, they came back running into TA, telling me what all happened, what was going on.
What did they tell you?
It was like somebody that he was with. Then like it was they said it was him and two other people. Then he was like the driver was when he did something and he said he shot him on the accident.
Who said he shot him?
Boy Vince.
See the one with the fro.
You know, short, black,
Remember what he was wearing last time?
like a white t-shirt.
Tank top or just t-shirt?
And a t-shirt.
Or what kind of pants?
Black.
Black pants and white t-shirt. Or what Demetrius was wearing?
He had I know he had some shorts on. Some all black shoes, I think. Yeah, some all black shoes.
Color with the shorts.
I think it was jeans or some gym shorts. One of them.
Dark. Light.
I think it was like.
Do you recognize him?
Here's one.
Who's that?
Tiger Beyond.
Tavion. Do me a favor, just initial that right there for me. And it is 6/20. 6/28, if you'll put the date on there for me.
What is this? 06.
Yeah, 6/28, it's fine. So, whose idea was it?
Theirs.
Was either one of them more responsible for it? Which one?
Demetrius.
Is that something that you know him to do?
Because he kept on pushing my head up and do it, and I was like, no. So him and that boy, Vince, they went out there. I ain't go.
Mm-hmm.
How old did you say Vince was?
16.
16. And Demetrius, how old?
Like 18. Well, one of those, 17, 18.
So between 16 and 18. You know where they stay out there? Do they stay out there in Tia?
Like so.
Where they stay at?
I know Demetrius stayed at Warrington somewhere. Vince stayed on the east side.
So how'd they end up in TA?
Bikes.
Did they come with you? So was the whole thing about going down to Warrington earlier that day, was that all a bunch of bullshit?
Mhm.
Okay.
We left Warrington and went to TA. And I stayed out there for a little with him.
Was your girl with?
She left.
She out there at TA at all?
She was close by Bell's head.
So what was the deal with the gun? You said it was a BB gun? And what was the arrangement going to be?
He supposed to trade them for it.
And he was going to trade them?
Mm-hmm.
Has he ever met them before?
I think so.
When did he meet them?
We all used to go to school together.
Now, how many times did you talk to Craig on the phone about this whole thing?
Not really that much. That boy had my phone. And we just had my phone.
So, not really that much or not at all?
Not really that much.
How many times do you think that you talked to him? Was it on a text? Was it on a Facebook?
Text.
Text? And what were y'all texting back and forth?
We said why?
No, what?
Oh, cause he wanted to trade them. And he kept on calling my phone.
How long were they planning this?
For a long time. Like he said, a couple days.
A couple of days?
Yes, man.
And when you say a couple of days, do you remember what day it was?
Oh man. It's like every time I see him, they ask me about it.
Because, I mean, here's the problem. I mean, all of this communication is going on between you and him. He says he's only dealing with you.
I ain't go out there. Them two went out there.
No, I mean, I'm not talking about that. He doesn't say that you were there for all that. So you're good on that. But he says he's talking to you on the phone about it. Is that right?
Like for a little minute.
How many times do you think you talked to him on the phone?
Like one time.
One time? And when do you think that was?
Like, close to dark time. Well, dark time.
Was it around the time that this happened?
Yeah. I answered the phone one time. He kept on blowing my phone off. But I wasn't answering. I only answered like one time.
And when you answered, what'd y'all talk about?
He was telling me to meet him, but I didn't meet him. Them two met him. Cause they was the one that was really supposed to do the trade thing. So them two went out there. And I stayed in the back with him.
They bring a gun back.
Yeah.
Just see the gun before they went out there.
Mm-hmm.
What they say when they got back?
They was one of the boy Vance was like, he was like, I shot him. I was like, who? He was like, the driver. I was like, damn, I ain't got nothing to do with that. So after that, I had my left, and I went to my grandmama's house. They kept on telling me to come up there. I was like, no, but I ain't going home.
We understand that. But you knew beforehand what the deal was. They were going to go out there and jack him, right?
But I ain't know they were gonna do that. I thought they was just gonna do the little trade thing, but guess not. All I heard was shots.
Made shots.
Like two, yeah, around like 2 or 3.
What'd the gun look like?
It was like silver and black.
And where'd it go from there?
I don't know. I think they ran with it and they left. They left somewhere. And I was looking for them because they had my phone.
I mean, you didn't know they were going over there to kill him. All you thought was they was just going to go over there and rob him, right?
Yeah. Well, I really thought they were just gonna do the little trade thing. I ain't know all that was gonna happen.
Come on. I mean, you made it this far. You done hit the boy up. He's talking to you. You two boys that are with you are sitting there saying, hey, yeah, get that guy to come over here. I mean, you knew what was up.
Yeah. But I ain't know they were gonna do all that. I thought they were gonna do the little trade thing.
Right. You knew that there's going to rob him, but you didn't know that they were going to murder him. I mean, that's understandable. Surely you didn't think they were going to kill the guy. You had enough sense to stay back to the house. I mean, bad things happen to good people. I mean, you've kept out of trouble. I'm not trying to say you a bad dude. But I mean, bad shit does happen to good people. And I mean, you just got caught up in the middle of it tonight with two knuckleheads. Even though they were going to go rob them, fools. I mean, they're stupid for coming out there. Ain't nothing happens at Oakwood good after dark. Do you know where they went after all that shit went out? They come back to the apartment, they didn't at Tavion's?
They left.
They didn't ever come back to the apartment? Where'd you meet them at?
I went to get my phone from the person that had my phone.
Which
He
was
gave
who?
me, sorry,
Which was who?
the boy Deshaun. He got my phone from them before they left. Cause I wasn't with them. I was still there. They came back right now, got their bikes and they left. And they had my phone. So I walked,
So they left out of Oakwood on their bicycles? What kind of bicycles were
like,
they? BMX bikes, a mountain bike, or
one of them was a mountain bike. One of them was like,
beach cruising?
yeah.
So beach cruiser and a mountain bike.
A beach cruiser was like red, gray, Rex and gray.
You remember which one was on which bike?
Demetrius, he was on like the mountain bike. The Vince was on like the beach cruiser.
I may have missed it. Did you remember Demetrius' last name?
No, sir.
What do they call him on the street? Caesar. And then the other boy is Vince. Do you remember his last name?
Winchester.
Winchester.
Have you heard from him since then? They haven't called you, texted, Facebook, anything?
Yeah, they called me
When did they call you?
like 20 minutes later.
What they said?
They were asking me, was I alright? And I was like, yeah.
Why would they call and ask you that?
Mm-hmm.
What number did they call you from?
Messenger.
So it was like the Facebook calling or something?
Which?
Okay. And is that
That's the one did it. Shoot.
Alright, wow. Who's this?
Vince.
That's Vince.
That's him.
How long have you known Vince?
Since middle school. 6th grade.
So
He been locked up for like 11 months.
5 years, about 5 years you've known him. Since
Yeah.
middle school.
Yeah. But he been locked up for a couple of minutes, so I haven't been talking to him.
Write his name down on there. If you know him as. You sign your name.
Now, what was Vince wearing?
T-shirt and some black. Just a slide.
Okay. Was that the white t-shirt or the...
Yeah, white t-shirt.
Okay. And when you saw them after that,
They all.
what did he say he did?
He was like, he shot the driver. Well, whoever got shot, that's what he said he shot.
Okay. Getting right on there, 628. You recognize this person?
He's locked up though. It's his big brother.
That's who?
He's locked up. He got a big brother. That's his name this season, and his big brother named Big Sue.
That's not the Caesar that you know lives with him.
No, man. No, sir. He locked up. This is his big brother.
You recognize this person?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Let's see.
Season, big season,
How long have you known Caesar?
sixth grade.
It's been 5-6 years.
Yeah. He been locked up for grade.
So he's the one that was with
Vince.
Can you write on there the name that you know him as?
Somebody.
Yeah, sign your name. Who else was there whenever they came back that heard this conversation?
Just me and Tavion.
You know you crossed up on your stuff right now, right? This house.
Well, their bikes was in front of the house.
They come back to the house, but they just didn't go back inside.
Yeah, the real devil inside.
Okay, just hanging around outside.
That's him.
Did Tavion hear all this?
That's him.
He went outside.
He's on an ankle monitor, so he can't go nowhere.
He's what?
On an ankle monitor, he can't go nowhere.
What's he fucked up for?
I think violation probation.
Is there anybody else standing outside where you go?
That's him.
So it's just you standing out there.
He came out. Tavion came outside. And I was telling him that they had what they had did. Or they came and told me what they had did. And he just telling me just to go before they think I did it.
Now, how'd you get out of there?
Well,
Did you walk out the front gate or did you climb the wall?
the wall, the side wall,
Market Street.
like the back road.
You go by yourself.
It's like this little boy I know that be out there.
I saw you on camera. I saw you on camera.
Somebody come pick you up?
Or right halfway. Then they pop. And I just walk the rest of the way.
It's your bike or somebody else's bike?
Somebody else's. Where's the bike I found on the railroad track?
You remember what it looked like? Where'd you leave it at?
My baby mama house.
Is it still there?
It should be. I can go down for somebody to do.
I mean, the problem is you know him. You've been communicating with him. He told us all about it. He said he called you right before this happened.
Yeah.
And he spoke to you. You knew he was coming.
Well, that's your saving grace. You didn't know they were going to go around there and murder the boy.
They killed him?
Yeah, they killed him. That's why this is homicide investigation. I'm fucking dead.
I didn't know they were gonna do that. I thought they were gonna do a little trade thing like they said they were gonna do. I didn't know they would follow that. What's some truth? Cause I know I ain't do it. That's why I told you their name.
And we get it.
Cause I got a whole family. Not even for a lot, but nothing like this. And he,
You know what would have been the right thing to do?
what?
Yo, I need to talk to somebody. I need to tell them what just happened. Instead of us having to run you down, coming to get you.
But I ain't know they killed him.
I understand that. But you know, he got shot. Then we got to go through all this mess, drag it out of me. You want to play games for the first minute.
Yeah.
Hey, I understand. I understand.
I probably thought, I think I did, but I
Nope.
know I didn't.
That's not what they said. They said there's two other boys that jumped the fence.
We are
You corroborate that. You recognize that picture?
No.
The people in the picture?
That's not them.
It's not them.
Vince is like, he's shorter than that. I think he had his shirt on. With the least year had some shorts on.
But them boys supposed to go over there and buy some weed too.
Where?
Craig and
I'm crazy. Well, no. It was just for the little trade thing.
help me understand this trade thing with a gun. I don't understand that. You already got some fire. You going over there to trade another one?
Yeah,
You get swap?
they're supposed to trade.
It don't make no sense to me. I understand if they're gonna go over there and buy one.
They say they had one and he had one.
Mm-hmm.
They supposed to switch. He supposed to give him that one. He supposed to give him that one. They were supposed to switch them out.
Okay. They tell you what happened? What went sideways with it?
He was like, well, what a picture. He was like, he was like, he didn't want to give it up. He didn't want to give me the gun.
Because that gun they had was shit.
Yeah.
He didn't want to give his up for a piece of shit.
Yeah.
So what do you think happened then?
So he was like, he shot the drop. Well, he shot somebody. Well, the person that died.
We keep saying driver.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Did he say that or?
Yeah, he said that.
Which one said that?
Thanks.
When I go through your phone, is there going to be anything else in there that you want me to know about right now before I find it out?
Like what?
I'm not worried about dope or any of that stuff. I don't care about all that. I'm talking about relating to this incident.
You can go through it.
Are there going to be text messages between you and those boys
Yeah.
right before this happened?
Hey, I got a leak coming. Anything like that? Because you know we can pull all the deleted messages and stuff off your phone. So that's what's going to happen is we're going to dump your phone, get all the deleted shit off it. Should be easier sitting here and talk to you about it. That way we can gauge your honesty and stuff that, yeah, he wants to do the right thing. He was scared, but he manned up. He come in here and laid it out for us instead of, let me distance myself from this bullshit, tell them what I think they want to hear. Then we go in there and download your phone. There's some other rubber.
Well, after they did what they had to do, I guess they deleted the messages off the phone messages. Not on Messenger, the phone message. But I was texting him on Messenger about it. I ain't gonna lie. That he was like, the boy Craig, whatever his name is, he was like, text my phone or call me. So I text his phone and he was just showing me the gun and talk. So I was like, they was like, yeah, we'll trade. They was like, yeah, tell her you'll trade. I was like, man, alright. So they told me to do all that, set all that up. So I did it. I guess they supposed to do all that. I guess it went home. Well, it ain't go plan. I say plan, I guess. I was telling them, yeah, betrayed. I wasn't betrayed. They really they whole look set up thing. Cause they wanted the gun real bad. And they were boosting my head up telling me to do it.
I mean, obviously, they knew that they had shit and he wasn't going to trade once they saw their stuff. I mean, at what point did they tell you that they weren't going to take his shit?
They came back and they were like, he didn't want to give it to me. Give it to them.
You know what kind of gun that Craig had?
I know it was all black. I think it was like, it was small like that. He sent me a picture, and I sent a picture of the one they had. And he was like, yeah, we can trade. You trade. First, he was telling me to come meet him at the Brentfield, but I ain't go. They went instead. But they didn't go to the Brentfield. I guess they came to TA, I think. Then they came out there running. I was like, he didn't want to give it to him. He didn't want to give it to him. So he shot him. He said he shot whoever.
Is Vincent or Caesar's cell phone number in your phone?
Then they phoned out on.
Is that what everybody does now? They just get Wi-Fi shit and they're able to send messages and call that away.
Yeah. That's why they use my phone. Cause my phone was the only person, or only phone that I really be on. Yeah, how they phone. And they'll get around like Wi-Fi or something and then connect to it. Then
You
they'll
ever
get my
sent
phone
them a
back.
text message to their phone, actual phone, when they do have service? No. Are they in your contact list, Vincent or Demetrius or whatever the hell do they go by? No. You sure?
Positive. I wouldn't lie. I just want to watch my baby with my family. I ain't. You can go through the contracts.
Well, just wonder if you're being honest and save us a trip, having to go through all this shit.
You know, you're saying that they were trying to boost you up. What do you mean by that?
To tell him to come. You take over and like, tell him to come, tell him to come, tell him to come. I was like, yeah, no, bro. They're like, you scared, you scared. Why gotta you be scared of? They're like, just tell him man to come. You can trade, you can trade. And I guess when they went up there, I guess he didn't want to give it to him.
I mean, I guess the problem I'm having with it is that if you think that it's just a trade,
That's what it's supposed to be. Why ain't know they go do all that?
why are you worried about staying behind?
Hey, what you mean stay behind?
Well, you didn't go with them.
I didn't.
Because you knew what was up. You knew what they was getting ready to do. It wasn't a secret. That's why you stayed back. Because you didn't want no part of that bullshit. So obviously it was discussed before they went over there what was up, right? Wasn't no trade. They were going to take the motherfucker.
Yeah. They really going to trade, but they really go take it from them.
That's the way it was set up to be.
Yeah.
We're going to get this fucker over here to trade guns. We're going to trade, but that wasn't the deal. They were going to take it.
Yeah.
Give me your gun.
Yeah.
Give it up. Right. So we passed it was a trade.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it was to get him there. But the intention was,
They take it.
right, this is a robbery. Give me y'all shit.
You're a smart kid, so you ain't back because you know that they should pick you out.
But either way, I know I have to go down for it because I'm still living.
You know, I mean, sometimes good people make bad decisions. Would it be fair to say that you made a bad decision?
Very bad. Now I might not get out.
I mean,
I told the truth.
you did.
I'm just scared, man.
Absolutely, you're scared. And you should be. It's like I told you from the beginning, you didn't know that it was going to happen this way. Because it really wasn't meant to happen this way. But the best thing that you can do for yourself,
I can't do it. No.
you can. You can. Okay? Because this isn't over.
You might well say it.
It has everything to do with what you say from here on out. Okay? Look at me. I want you to look at me, okay? And remember that I told you this. From here on out, you tell the truth. Don't beat around the bush and bullshit. Just tell like it happened, okay? And that's what's going to help you out, okay? You made a bad decision. You got mixed up with the wrong people. But you're not a bad person. Okay.
I didn't know all that was going to go down. So I did.
And we don't think that you did.
I thought you were going to do the little trade thing. I guess not.
Well, but I mean, like we discussed before, it wasn't just a trade.
They were just supposed to take it from me.
What did they say they were going to do? How was it supposed to happen?
Well, this was really supposed to happen. They were telling me to text him because the boy, he be getting on Facebook and just posting guns and stuff. And they'll be like, they're like, you know him? I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, why? They're like, tell him to meet you. Cause I'm taking a gun. I'm gonna take his gun. So I did that. So we left from Warrenton, went to TA. I was out there chilling for the day. But first I was at the pool. Then they came on their bikes after I came from Warrenton from the pool with my cousin. They came like later that night, around like 7 or 8. Yeah, around 7 or 8. And they were texting me. He was like, they was like, you gonna tell them to come? I was like, no. They was like, you scared, man, you scared. And I was like, I ain't gotta be scared of nothing. I'm just thinking smart. And they was like, man, you scared. So I just let them get in my head and just let them trip my brain. And I told him to come. And he went out there. But I guess he didn't go after he planned it. Then he came, Fetch came out there, he was like, he shot somebody in the car. I don't know who it was. He said he shot somebody. I heard the shots. It was like 2 or 3. I heard it. And they came back around there. They got their bikes and they left. Like, I think they went towards the back. They had my phone. So I left. And I went to go get my phone from this boy that stayed, like, coasting areas. It's like in a circle. I went to go get my phone. Then I came back to TA. Stayed out there for a little. Cause I went on my cousin to bring me the bike so I could go. Then I was just out there waiting. Then I left and I went to go meet my baby mama. And then soon I got there, like I was outside talking to her stepdaddy. Just talking. Not about what happened, we were just talking about old stuff. Like, then they called me when I got in the room. They're like, you alright? I'm like, yeah, I ain't do nothing. No, and I was like, y'all alright? They're like, yeah. Now I'm like, that junk crazy. And they were just saying like, they wasn't there, but they really was there. They was like, man, I wasn't there. He was the main one boosting my head, though. Him right there.
This one? Caesar?
Yes, ma'am. And he wanted the gun bad.
What he wanted for?
He was running. He kept on talking about, when I get out there, I'm gonna take the stick. And I was like, do what y'all gonna do then? Yeah, I ain't know they were gonna do all that. They were shooting and jump. I thought they were gonna take the gun from him. Mm-hmm. But I guess not.
Do you know those white boys at all?
Oh,
You don't know them?
I swear I
You
don't.
never seen them before? Okay.
I just know Craig.
All right. Is there anything else I need to know? You swear everything that you told me was the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Sit tight for me. You need anything? You do?
Oh, sorry. How long have I sitting here?
Hmm?
How long have I sitting here?
I don't know that answer right now. Okay. But if you need anything, holler.
You ready? Let him know. What's your name, man?
Kelijah.
What's your last name? Watson? Okay. All right, let's go.
With Kelijah Watson's cooperation, the actual shooter was revealed: 17-year-old Vincent Leno Winchester. Both teens were charged with the murder. We will tell you the result of this case at the conclusion of our next video, the interrogation of Vincent Winchester. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Maya with Deep Dive True Crime.
Deep. Are you serious?
I don't know why they got me here, but I don't know what's going on, bro. They just crazy. But when the daughter alright, this shit crazy, dog. I don't know what's going on. Dang, come on, man. It's cold. You know I'm here.
Hey there. How are you doing?
Yeah.
Investigator Knox, this is Sergeant Coxwell.
So,
Before we get started, there's a couple things that we got to get out of the way, okay? How old are you? 17. You ever been arrested before? Okay.